welcome to our show.
Well, hi there, we appreciate y'all having us on the building right here. And we're so happy to be bringing our hot tub to all these people out there.
I am just so pleased to hear that. I have a few questions for you.
Well, yes, ma'am. You just ask anything that your little heart desires.
How did you become involved with this hot tub? How did you invent it?
Well, I'll tell you, it was one of those things that was just spur of the moment. You know, when you live out in the country and you don't have a whole lot of things to do. You know, me and my wife's second cousin, you know, that was my first cousin, and his wife, that was my third cousin, and my wife's first cousin. And, you know, both of our parents and everything, we was all sitting out in the barn. And we were thinking about this, you know, that we'd been watching television out there in the barn. You know, TV in the house been hit by lightning and fried and smoke went everywhere and you know, almost burned the kitchen up. But at any rate, so we was watching TV out down in the barn. And we saw this movie, you know, it was this thing, it was called Dallas, you know, that big town up there north in Texas. And at any rate, they had all these people sitting around in one of these hot tubs. You know, we got to talking, you know, I was talking to my cousin Bubba and my other cousin Bubba. And at any rate, we decided, you know, there ought to be something different than all these rich people out there, you know, in these hot tubs. That there ought to be something for country folk like us, you know, where we could enjoy the same things that these rich folks was doing. Well, at any rate, so we got to talking about it, and I got to thinking about it. You know, there might be $1 in this if I were to do it right and make it affordable for all our friends and neighbors out there. So we got into it, and we just decided that's what we was going to do.
That's a long story for a whole entire hot tub. Now, another one. How does it work?
Well, I'll tell you, we tried several things. You know we had several experiments. First thing we did, we had this old 1964 Cadillac that was parked out back. You know, everybody, we thought, you know, have an old car like Cadillac out back. You know, most of my friends and neighbors do. And we tried filling up the inside of it with water, and then what we thought we'd do is turn the heater on in it and heat the thing up, you know, and it'd be blowing them bubbles and everything out. Well, the thing is, we hooked this hose up to it. We had to fix the pump as usual. We hooked this hose up to it, filled it up with water, but then everybody kept opening the door to get in, and all the water would fall out, and so therefore it didn't work. But I mean, it was pretty good. We had these real wet seats you can kind of sit on, it'd puddle up around you. And if it was during summertime, it'd be warm, but it didn't work. So we thought there had to be a better way. And so we went out, and me and Bubba and my other cousin Bubba, we went out and we started searching around for something that we could make us an economical, something all our friends and neighbors could afford hot tub. You know, we knew we had to keep the cost down real low, but we didn't know how low. You know, we thought, how much could they afford? Maybe they could afford, you know, $2 or $10. Well, we decided on $125.47 was about what everybody could afford. And so that's what we went out to find. And by God, if we didn't find one, we hooked it all up, and by God, we've been using it now. We've sold hundreds of them. And that's why I'm so glad to be here with y'all, because I want everybody out there to be able to afford one of these things.
That's pretty affordable. Does it come with accessories?
It sure does. I mean, now this tub, we got itty bitty, we got in between, we got kind of big and real big sizes. Now, we made everything except real big size, you know, good enough where it can fit in the bed of a pickup. Because, you know, when you get you a hot tub, one of the things you're going to want that thing to be transportable so you can take it out and show it to all your friends and neighbors. I mean, what good is it to have it in the backyard in those woods when nobody can see it? So what we wanted was something that would fit in the bed of a pickup, and you could take it around with you, yet you could have it at home for, you know, you and the missus to go out into in the moonlight if you needed to. So we found one, and like I said, everything but the great big size, you know, will fit right there in the bed of a pickup. And so we made it round, and it's got little rubber feet on the bottom, so like if you're in the pickup truck and you take off too fast, it won't slide right out the back. You know, that's always disturbing when you go flying out the back of a pickup. Everybody's done that 2 or 3 times, I know.
I've done it at least 5.
But at any rate, we made, you know, transportable accessories that can go on it. And I mean, these accessories, and we had to keep the cost down so all our good friends and neighbors out there could afford them. And so we had several things we came up with. I brought a few of them if you'd like to see them.
I would love to see him. Can you show it?
Well, let me show you one. Right here, this is the transportable heating element for this hot tub. I mean, this thing is something everybody knows how to use. You know, matter of fact, it even comes with a little bell attachment on it. So like if the missus is inside, you need some more hot water, you ring that little bell, she'll come trotting right on out and bring you some more hot water. But at any rate, you see, it got a trigger on it, the little top comes open, you know, and you just pour that water out into it. Now you got to be careful, because after you ring that bell for the missus, she might pour it someplace you don't want all that hot water, but I mean, it never happened to me, of course. But at any rate, and of course, you know, this is a high quality thing that, you know, there, I knew that thing was going to work. You see, it's high quality. That's one of the accessories we got for it. Now, the next one, we got an internal chair for it. And this is something that I mean, we came up with this. It's only an additional $15.95 that goes on it. And, you know, this thing, you can use it for an ice bucket. You can put your cold beer in it, or in fact, you can just sit down on it. You know, if you got some of your friends that you're kind of afraid, you know, they might, you know, use the water for something other than what it is, you know, you can just set them on it. Just make sure your beer's out of it. You know, you don't need any ice out of it or anything then. But at any rate, this is one of the good attachments. It can even float, so you don't lose it in there. Oh boy, it's great. And you know, then we got another attachment. We got the bubble maker attachment back here. Now, when you look at the bubble maker attachment, we give you two sets of bubble supply in here. That's a can of pinto beans with a beer. And all you got to do is invite your cousin Bubba down or your other cousin Bubba down, and I mean, you can have two Bubbas, and you got all the bubbles you could ever possibly want in this tub. Now, the only thing you do got to remember is make Bubba sit downwind of you. Because I mean, if Bubba gets upwind of you, you just might drown. And so we don't want anybody to get hurt in this device. Nobody's got to get hurt in it. So at any rate, but we supply this, it comes, now you have to chill it yourself. Now, beyond that, we also, with every purchase of a hot tub and all the accessories that go on it, we struck a deal with a major corporation. And this major corporation, with every purchase, you get a copy of AOL 4.0 Gold. So that way you can go right inside and search on the internet for everything else that goes with the hot tub.
That's fun.
We want you to be able to find us on the internet. That's why we're here. Anything you want. You install this AOL 4.0 Gold. You can even take your computer into this hot tub if you want. Now, given that's probably not a good idea if you got a high-powered electrical current in the water while you're in it. That's happened to me 2 or 3 times. So I now leave my computer on the side, but we also sell little transportable tables and everything else you can put right on the side of it. So at any rate, what I'm going to do, and I know you got some examples of this tub in use, and I just want to make sure everybody can get one. $125.47 is not much, and you can have your own hot tub from it. So I want y'all to come on down to where we live in Boonesville, out in East Texas, and get your own redneck hot tub. Small, a little bit bigger than that, and big ones. We got them all. Any of them fit in the bed of a pickup truck, but only the 3 smallest ones will fit in the bed of a pickup truck with water in them. Get your own free copy of AOL 4.0.
So, Merico, that's quite a large selection. I got another question for you.
Anything you want.
Any other uses for it?
Well, we have had some people that have turned them into planters, you know, like a little transportable garden. You know, you can put tomato plants in them, hook a rope up to it, you can bring it right up to your back door. And, you know, when the plants die off, you can just drag it on back down in the garden for the winter. And beyond that, there are some people that we've been known to go fishing in them. You can catch some pretty good-sized fish out of those things. Real good-sized fish. And it's a relaxing way to spend the afternoon. You don't even have to go down to the river. You can fish right there in your very own hot tub.
That's remarkable.
We thought it was, and that's why we want to bring it to you. $125.47. And you're going to see the phone number appear at the bottom there. I want everybody to call up. We take MasterCard, we take American Express, we take Visa, we take your personal check, we'll take your mother's personal check if you want to write one and sign it.
Okay, Uncle Jesse, let's go outside and take a look at those hot tubs you already have set up, okay?
Why, that sounds like a real good idea. I brought one and I brought most of the accessories to go with it. Let's just go outside and see what it's gonna look like. All right, well, Ellie Sue, let's go out here and try out this here hot tub. You know, I'm awful glad to have you with me. That I think you're just gonna enjoy it. You're just gonna love this. Hot water. And now, Becky Sue, you be real careful how you put that water in there. That we don't want to get burned or anything. And go ahead and put it in. All right, well, that'll even out. Okay. That'll even out. And, you know, that's just one of those things that you got to be real careful how you put that water into the tub. Now, in the meantime, Ellie Sue, would you like to sample the back scratcher or the bubble maker?
No, that's okay.
You see, that works real good for a back scratcher. And you see, you can even wire it that, you know, well, okay, we'll go from that, but let's take a look right here. You know, in here, we've got all these ingredients. There, you see the ingredients fit just perfect right here. We're putting on the bubble maker. See, right here we got the can, and right here we got the pinto beans. But by God, this bubble maker works great. Now, I've got my special helper, Becky Sue, is going to demonstrate the special spray attachment that goes on this. Becky Sue, why don't you come over and turn on the jets? Let's see how good it can get. Isn't it great? Now, I got to say, Becky Sue doesn't come with it, but everybody has their own Becky Sue. Okay. That's enough. Let's turn the jets off now. Okay, now that you've seen how the jets work, you see the portable floating ice chest we got here. You see it fits real well too. Like I said, for $125.47, how much better deal can you expect to get? Now, well-made product, of course, it's all in piece assembly when you get it, and obviously we didn't assemble this real well when we put it in here. Now, we've also got right next to over here, we've got our portable beach attachment, where you can bring the sand and everything along with you and make your own sand castles while you're in the redneck hot tub. Now, for all of y'all that don't have a cousin Bubba or another cousin Bubba to come in and help you out with your bubble maker, everybody's got their own pet hound dog. And hound dogs love these hot tubs just like anybody else. Now you see, hold still, hound dog. You see this hound dog, she just wants to get down in the water, eat more and more all the time. Now this hound dog gonna be drinking this beer, and this hound dog gonna be eating these beans. And pretty soon this hound dog gonna be my bubble maker. Now of course you notice the wind's coming from my left, so I got the hound dog in the proper position. Now hound dog, hound dog, hound dog, hound dog. All right, but your bubble makers are good anyway. Now when it's time and all the people have gone on home in your hot tub, it's time to go ahead and go fishing in it, because you know everybody from East Texas can fish in a bar ditch if they find one. Tell you what, this here's my bar ditch, and it's just a great spot to fish when you're relaxing in the afternoon. You can even be consuming all your bubble making medicine while you're out here. It's a good thing. Whoa, whoa, I think I got one.